Hi, John. I just thought I'd give you a brief kind of demo of how this whole thing with the scraper that I sent you, the GitHub repository that I sent you, is supposed to work. So this right here is just a dummy WordPress site and is designed to simulate the implementation of our new WordPress site. So my work is called Scratch Micropayments. That's the company I work for, and they are basically a payment platform. And so the idea behind the whole scraper thing is that someone will come to our new website and they can enter in their own website here, and um, the scraper will basically go to their website that they've entered in, that URL, and crawl their website and look for suggestions that it can make to them of how they could implement the payment platform. Alright, so I don't know if you're familiar with the band Mr. Wives, but we're kind of aimed at content producers. Um, and Mr. Wives are kind of an indie band. So let's say they come to our new website, which will look a lot better than this. And they say www.mrwives.com, and then they click Get Suggestions. This will open up with a loading thing, and it's actually pretty quick. So this will be a lot better styled, I guess, but this is the generation of those suggestions. So for example, you've embedded a YouTube player in your site. Try selling bids straight from your site with Scratch. Using Scratch will enable you to accept microdonations. Your site has links to SoundCloud. Using Scratch would enable you to cut out music stores and make more profit. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And then on the front end, what I've done, so I showed you on the kind of back end that, or in the GitHub repository, you can see that it's implemented in Flask, which is basically just a lightweight Python framework. And then we're using Gunicorn, which is a Whiskey server on Heroku to host this whole backend. But as far as the implementation on the, let's see, on the front end, I just built this JavaScript. And so you can see here I have a function that is checking the URL, and that's implemented with jQuery. And this is just a regex that's making sure that they're entering in a valid URL before they click Get Suggestions. And then down here we just have an implementation of the color box, which is opening when they click that button. And so let's see, here we have it. So okay, so it checks the URL to see if it's valid. If it is valid, then it activates suggestion link, which is that button that I was showing you, that you click to get suggestions by adding the color box instance to it. And then this is a simple AJAX function that is waiting for the server to load all those suggestions. And when those suggestions are loaded, we set the inner HTML to the response text, which is basically just HTML that the server side generates. Okay, so that's just a quick example of that.